So hey y'all, what's up? Today I'm gonna be doing not a full mukbang. I guess it's just a dessert mukbang. I guess I'll call it a dessert mukbang. Okay, I'm gonna be trying the Chunky Monkey ice cream that everybody's been tagging me in and everybody's been sending me pictures of and like telling me that they're thinking about me when they're eating this. I thought this name was so cute, Chunky Monkey. I was like, yes, oh my god, like I was so excited when I went to go get it. And when I went to go get it, oh my god, that's a funny story, but I wanted to do like a paranormal activity story time with y'all because I've been getting requests to do that. So I was like, you know what, I do have some paranormal stories that I want to tell you guys. So I want this like to be a relaxing nighttime mukbang, you know, after dinner, when you're done eating dinner and you have that sweet tooth and you're just like ready to eat something sweet, you can eat something sweet with me, Chunky. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I turned off my air conditioner because I want you guys like to hear, you know, my eating noises, if there's any eating noises, because it says there's nuts in this. Ooh, oh my god, banana ice cream with fudge chunks and walnuts. Oh my god. Ooh, my mouth is watering right now. Okay, this is it right here. Oh my god, look at how good that is. So anybody that's tried this before will know how it tastes. So this is my first time trying it. Oh my god. Yeah. Lord. That is fucking just like, it's like it's exactly what I am. Like, it's chunky. Yes, it is. This is exactly how I would taste if I was an ice cream. It's just an explosion. It's like all these different flavors in your mouth. There's just like so many different things, you know, in your mouth. Now a nut. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why haven't I tried this before? This is so delicious. Okay. So let me get into the story, okay? I wish you guys could see it like this. Let me move it down a little bit. Okay. So my first paranormal story is gonna be when I was little, I was experiencing a lot of paranormal activity in the old house that I used to live in. Now, I actually did a video on this on my other channel, but I had to take it down because it involved a story in there, and the story that I said kind of led to where you could kind of find where I live. And just for the safety of my children, I don't really want people to know where I live, you know, just for, you know, I think about my kids. If I was living by myself, I wouldn't care. But because I have children, I, you know, really care a lot about, you know, anybody that's not a good person to know where I live, you know what I mean? So I had to take it down because if there could be somehow that I can export it, maybe, you know what, maybe I could put it back up. I don't know. If I put it back up, I'll let you know. But because I actually filmed the house that I lived in that video, I go by the house that I lived in and I filmed it for you guys. And well, I filmed it for my channel. And yeah, so to prove to you guys like that I wasn't lying, you know, because some people make up this shit and I was just like, bruh, like you could tell you're making it up. But so I went by the house that I lived in. So this house that I lived in when I was little, there was a house next to it with the address 666. No lie, that house has been empty since I was a little girl. Like, no one's lived there. Actually, there was a family that lived there. Like, I could remember the family moving out because the dad died. The dad died and some crazy shit was going on. And once they moved out, no one ever moved back in. Until this day, no one's moved in there. No one wants to live there. Like, no one wants to live there. So that house has been vacant next to my house. So the house that I actually lived in, for some reason, I hate houses that have pointy roofs. Like, roofs that are like kind of Victorian style. I think that's what it's called. But the roof, the top of the roofs go like this. Like, they go like, they'll have like a triangle on one window, a triangle on the top, a triangle on the bottom, like a bunch of triangles. I hate houses like that. Like, they scare the shit out of me. And I'm just like, well, because of my old house, my old childhood house, I didn't like it. It was fucking scary. So what I experienced there, I remember being little, and I remember being maybe 4. I can't remember exactly what age, but I was little, but I remember what I seen. I love nuts with ice cream. It is so delicious. Nuts and ice cream. So, why am I not looking too clear? I don't want the lighting too bright because this is a scary story, so it's not supposed to look so bright. Those are chunks of chocolate. There's chunks of chocolate. There's chunks of everything. It's just so chunky. Yes. It takes your taste buds on a ride, you know? So so then when I was little, I remember my mom was like, I don't know, she was just too busy doing her own thing. Like, you know, moms, they're on the phone, they gossip, they clean, they do their own shit, they do their own mommy shit. So I was like always wandering around this big house by myself. Well, this house that we lived in, we lived with my mom's first husband's family. So my mom's first husband's dad owned a house, and it was a pretty big house. It was 2-story. I think it was 4 or 5 bedrooms. It was pretty big. But it was like an old looking house. It was like an old Victorian looking house. And it's in East LA. But my mom, our room was upstairs. It was basically the attic. We lived in the attic. But it was like a big space, you know? So just wandering around the house, I always felt like something was like watching me. I knew my mom was upstairs, and I knew, you know, no one else was in the house. It was just me during the daytime with her, because my dad would work, or he would go do whatever he was doing, because he was like a fucking cholo. Well, her first husband like raised me, so he didn't raise me, but he raised me the first few years of my life. And he was a gangster from Lomas. He was from Lomas in East LA. If anybody knows what that is, he was a gangster from there. He was not a good man to my mom, but he was really good to me. So yeah, that's all I remember. But he was out doing whatever he was doing, I guess, hustling, slanging, doing whatever he had to do to make money for me and her. But so I always felt like somebody was like looking at me, or I always felt like somebody was like watching me when I was little. And then I used to see this woman, and I told my mom one day, like, I'm seeing this woman. I'm seeing this lady. She's wearing like a purple. She's wearing a purple, like a purple suit, like a pencil skirt. A pencil skirt. I'm pretty sure you women out there, men, know what a pencil skirt is. It's like one of those A-line straight skirts with a blazer, a purple blazer, and her hair was short, curly, and it was about this length, and it was like curled, like combed back, and she had like a purple hat on with like a black veil. And I explained it all in like detail like that when I was little, because I was very smart when I was little. I was very intuitive. I was very like, I was very observant of everything, and I was little, but for some reason I knew what was going on. And I know, like, I used to hear people tell me, oh, she's a little girl, like, well, not tell me, but I used to hear people when they were talking, like, oh, she's a little girl, she don't know what we're talking about, or oh, she's too little, she don't know. Oh, believe me, I knew everything that was going on, and I knew some things weren't right. So anyway, so I was just like, yeah, like, I told my mom, and she was like, that's crazy, that's Grandma Rosa, that's Grandma Rosa. That was my dad's my stepdad's dad's wife. So basically, when she died, that's what she was wearing. And I was just like, okay, like, that's what I heard them saying, but they were like, oh, don't tell her, like, let's not scare her. But yeah, I would see that lady when I was little, and I always felt like, honestly, I always felt like there was really bad spirits there, and I don't like it whatsoever. I don't like that house whatsoever. And I always, and when I did actually move out of that house, I really felt like something followed me, because I was really, really fucking, like, for a couple of years, I was so bad. Like, I was a little girl. I guess I was probably like, what? I'm assuming like 8 years old. But, you know, with my brothers, I was just really bad. I wanted to kill my brothers. For some odd reason, I wanted to fucking kill them. Like, I wanted to, like, literally, like, murder them. And that's scary, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have those thoughts anymore, but when they remind me of how evil I was, especially in that house, like, man, I was so evil, and I don't know why. Man, I feel so bad now. I feel so bad now. Like, my brother's like, yeah, you used to try to stab us. You were an evil little child. I mean, once I'm able to sit down with my brothers, I will let you, like, I will tell them, like, do you remember when I was evil when I was little? And they will tell you. I tried to stab my brother with scissors, and I stuck him right here in his arm right here. The scissors got stuck, and he still has a scar here in his arm. I think that there was really bad spirits there in that house. Despite the fact that I seen his wife, like, I don't think that it was his wife, really, now that I think about it, because maybe it was, maybe she was evil, because a lot of people said she was a bitch, but maybe she was evil, maybe she was an evil bitch, but she looked evil. She was evil to me. I knew she was, like, I knew that she wasn't gonna hurt me, and I knew these spirits weren't gonna hurt me. Like, for some reason, I knew that they weren't gonna hurt me physically, but then again, I knew that they were evil. You know what I mean? This woman, every time she would appear to me, she would, like, appear not close to me, but away from me, like, far enough for me to know that I was safe. But, you know, it was weird to see her. But every time she would leave, her eyes would go all black and then they would like beam red. So it would just beam red and the red would stay. I shit you not, this is fucking real shit. And I was like, fuck, now, like nowadays, like if I were to see that shit now that I'm older, I would fucking literally piss my pants, shit my pants, throw up, faint, all at the same time. Like, I swear to God I would, because I would not be able to see that shit now. I'm fucking a scary ass bitch. Like, no, don't show me that shit. Like, please don't. Like, I told my man, because he was always talking about like, oh, if I die, I'm gonna haunt you. No, I told him, no, you better not. You better not, okay? If you're gonna die, go ahead and die. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I will cry. Please don't come back. Please don't come back and haunt me, because you'll probably kill me along with you, and I'll probably just die from like throwing up and choking on my throw up and then fainting and then like fucking shitting on myself all at the same time. Like, I shit you not. But literally, no. Please don't come back and haunt me, babe. Please, no. I told him no. I wouldn't be able to handle that shit. I don't know how I was able to handle that shit when I was younger. But I did feel like there was a bad spirit with me at the time. But once I was able to move out, it did follow me for a while, but then it went away. Maybe I was like gone long enough. But actually, I started going to church when I was younger. I was an avid church member like for a long time. So just recently I barely stopped going to church, but I went to church for a long time. So I really know God, and I know the Lord, and I know the Bible, and I know a lot of things about the Lord and everything like that. So but I really hate when I say things on here and people take it so fucking, like, why do people take it so hard? Like, why do people, I don't know, maybe I don't care, but it's just so funny. Like, I'm just scrolling on my phone, like, this is literally how I look. Where's the iPad? I pretend this is my phone, and I see people like taking shit too seriously. I'm like, what the fuck? Scroll. Fucking people, fucking weirdos. That's me, literally. That's me. Okay, I don't take shit too seriously. So I just laugh. Like, I'll say something about God, or I'll say something like, if I even say white person, like, oh, white person, oh, she said white person, oh my god, she's racist, she said white person. The fuck? When did it become racist because I said white? Like, oh, black, oh, she's racist, she said black, or whatever. Like, what the fuck? To me, racism is when you hate a race, and when you say negative, like when you say something like really fucking negative about a race, to me that is fucking racist. Like, for me to just say something that is like true about a race is like, what the fuck is racist about that? I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into racist. I should never said that, because that's fucking stupid. Like, did you not see my whole video? Like, some people are saying stupid ass shit. Like, I'm like, fool, did you not see my whole fucking video? Like, I just said, don't fucking take everything so fucking seriously. But anyway, this ice cream though. So another time, I used to live in Pico Rivera, and we had a pool, and one day my brother, like all my brothers, we were all there. Oh, because my brothers didn't live with me. That's another story. I lived with my aunt, and my brothers lived with my grandma. So my brothers used to come over and swim. So my brothers went over there to go swim, and then my brother was like, he like fucking got scared because he said that he seen a man with a white t-shirt in the pool, like around the pool. And then my mom was like, what do you mean? And so my mom ran out there. It came my aunt, my mom ran out there like to see like who the fuck was it, because my uncle wasn't there. My uncle worked all day. No other man was there. It was just me, my aunt, my brothers, and that's it. So she ran out there to see who it was, and she's like, there's nobody there, you know, the gate's locked, we always have the back gate locked. And then she was like, oh, like, what the fuck could it have been? He goes, I don't know, but I seen a man. He was dark. That he almost looked like my Uncle Danny. I have an Uncle Danny. That he was dark skinned, and he couldn't really see the bottom of him. He couldn't see the bottom of his pants. He just seen like his white t-shirt, his dark skin, and like a beard. She was like, no, like, there's nobody out there. So then after that night, my brothers left, and then it was so weird. My little brother Andrew, he woke up out of his sleep, walked, trying to fucking go towards the pool. And we were like, what the fuck? We found him like talking to himself because it's weird to explain my house, but this is another house. This is not the same house I lived in. There's another house I have with a pool. There was our actual house. Then there was two double doors that you walk into. Once you walk into those two double doors, there's a big family room. And then from the big family room, there's a sliding door. And then that's where the pool is. He was in the family room talking to himself, saying that like he needs to go in the pool, like he needs to go to the pool. And we were like, what are you doing? Like, we stood there because he was facing towards the pool and he was talking, and he was saying like, no, like, oh my god, like putting his head down, holding his head, saying, oh my god, no, I can't do that, but you don't understand, like having a conversation, but really not saying anything really, like, you know what I mean, that we could put together. He was just like mumbling, and then no, oh my god, like putting his hand on his head, and then he was just saying like he needs to go to the pool. I need to get over there. I need to get over there. And then my aunt was like, shh, like, we were just like, because I seen him get up, and I went to go tell my aunt, like, well, my mom, like, look, you know, Andrew's like, I don't know what he's doing. So we spied on him for a second, and then he would like, then when he started trying to like open the door, we were like, oh hell no, you know. My aunt was like, what are you doing, Andrew, wake up. And he was like, when we finally like shook him to wake him up, he was like surprised. He was like, what do you want? What's going on? Like, why am I right here? And mom was like, you sleptwalked, like, don't do that, don't come over here. And he's like, what? Like, he absolutely didn't. And then in the morning, he didn't remember anything. It was fucking weird. It was strange. It was weird that event happened where my brother seen the man, and then my other brother's sleepwalking. It was just fucking scary. So then like we finally moved out, because well, then after that, another thing happened with my little sister. She got stuck under the bed, and it was weird. It was really weird. Like, I kept hearing things at night because I slept with my little sister. So it's kind of a funny story, because when I first remembered this story, I remember like laughing hysterically and peeing my pants, like literally crying, laughing and peeing my pants, because I was telling my little sister like, oh, you know, this happened to you, like you got stuck under your own bed. And it was so fucking funny. It's like a milkshake now, and it tastes like a banana milkshake. It says that it has banana dipped chocolate bananas. See? Crazy. But so then she was like, I was like, yeah, this happened to you. Oh my god, it was so funny. So then a couple of nights after that, I was asleep, and I was like, maybe, I can't remember how old I was. I'm thinking I was like maybe like 10 or 11 or 12, somewhere around there. But so I kept hearing like like, and I was like, and I woke up like, what the fuck is that? Like, like it's nothing, just goes. So I just turned on and went to sleep. I heard it again, but this time I'm hearing like, and I'm like, and I'm like, I turn around, and I'm like, look around, and there's nothing. And I'm just like, I kind of got scared at this point. Like, you know when you get that fucking like scary feeling in your stomach? I'm like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like, I'm just gonna go to bed, and I'll tell my mommy tomorrow. So then, so I like turn around to go to sleep, and I hear it. And I hear it like even more now, and I'm like, oh my god. So I turn around to look at my little sister's bed, and she's not in her bed, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like, where is she? So then I'm listening, and then I'm like, I hear it, like, I hear her. So I fucking look around, and I'm like, what the fuck? I see the bed like moving, because she had one of those little toddler beds, but it was like a wooden toddler bed, and it's like moving, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck? So I lift the covers, and nothing's under there. So I look under the bed, I like crawl, and I look under the bed, and she's literally flat under the bed with her head down, facing down, and she's struggling. Like, she keeps, like, I guess she's asleep, and she's like keeps trying to like get up. She keeps trying to like boom, but she's like hitting her head like on the, like, you know, when you have a bed and it has like those wood panels in the bottom, she keeps hitting her head on those, and I'm just like busting up laughing. I'm just like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Like, she's fucking like and she keeps like trying to move up, but she's hitting herself underneath the bed, and I'm just like, oh my god. So I start laughing, and I'm like trying to wake her up. She doesn't wake up. So I go to tell my mom, like, Mom, Dominique's stuck under the bed. And then my mom's like, what? And so we pick up the bed, like, my mom lifts the bed, and I pull her out. She was like, maybe, I would want to say like 3 or 4 years old. But oh my god, it was so funny. Like, it was so funny. Until this day, I remind her, like, remember you got stuck under the bed when you were asleep? But after those series of events, my aunt started getting like worried about it, and she was like, you know what, we gotta move, because like strange shit is happening, and I don't want to know what's gonna happen next. So yeah, we moved out. But those are some of my paranormal activities that has happened to me. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it's not too much talking. I don't know you'll love me anyways. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you all for introducing me to this Chunky Monkey ice cream. It was so delicious. It is so me. So if you guys want to know how I taste, just taste the Chunky Monkey ice cream. That is a fucking tongue twister. Try saying that. Try it. You won't get it right either. Say Chunky Monkey ice cream 10 times and let me know how you do. Alright, so once again, stay chunky. Why? Because chunky is beautiful.